All right, and for some insight into Team Trump's thinking ahead of Monday's economic speech, Gabby Morangiello is a political reporter with the Washington Examiner. Gabby, nice to be with you. We heard from Kristen Fisher both sort of what we saw happen outside in terms of Trump and Clinton going back and forth, and then the result, the poll numbers. Give us a sense of what it's like inside Team Trump right now.
Well, I spoke to somebody who's close to the campaign last week, and there were rumors swirling at that time that campaign staffers were really in over their heads. They're feeling
suicidal was one word that was going around.
Right, that the campaign was really in free fall. And that seemed to be the sentiment that a lot of his staffers were feeling. I think this week the goal is to just get back on message. They realize that their poll numbers are slipping, not just nationally, but in a number of crucial battleground states. And in order for Donald Trump to rein in the chaos that has happened, that has overcome his campaign, he needs to get back on message.
You think about this, we heard from Newt Gingrich going off on the short circuit answer. That happened a week ago, which is an eternity right now in presidential politics. It took the Trump campaign 5 or 6 days to latch onto that word. It was Friday that they came out with that web video. Why is it taking them so long to respond and to capitalize on these kinds of things?
Well, the thing is that it always seems like the candidate is catching up with his own campaign. I mean, I remember seeing rapid response emails come out as soon as Hillary Clinton said that. His campaign was responding, but then he, during his own campaign rallies and interviews, wasn't talking about that.
So where is the disconnect? Are they not talking to each other? Is he just not listening to his campaign advisors? Does he think, as he said before, I'm a better advisor than any of my advisors?
Well, it comes down to Trump's personality. I mean, the motto that has overcome his campaign has been, let Donald Trump be Trump. And at every point that a key advisor, a senior advisor, Paul Manafort, the campaign chairman, has tried to turn him in one direction, it seems as though he does that for an hour or a day or, a week. And then it's
or one speech off a prompter, and then you go from there. It's interesting now to see how this is being set up in terms of the surrogates and where they're hitting on an issue that could conceivably become a bigger one, at least Politico seems to think it is, the issue of Melania Trump's visa. Take a listen to Newt Gingrich and Becerra on Fox News Sunday.
She came here legally. She came here legally.
How did she get the green card?
She came here legally.
How did she get the green card?
She applied for a green card. She didn't know Donald Trump.
Under what circumstances? Because she had been here before she applied for the green card.
And then she came here and decided she wanted to stay and work.
Yeah.
This is the only immigrant in America you're worried about. I think it's amazing that the one person you decide to pick on happens to be the wife of Donald Trump.
Interesting that the immigrant basher is unwilling to explain how his wife, an immigrant, gained her status.
It used to be that spouses were off limits. Donald Trump may have changed that with Heidi Cruz, so he can't pull that card. Is Melania Trump's visa going to be an issue going forward?
Well, I think the further that journalists look into this and what's uncovered about it, it could be. Right now, the Trump campaign has tried to pivot any discussion about Melania Trump's immigration status or her history as an immigrant away from that. They do think that she is off limits, although Trump has gone after Bill Clinton pretty seriously. Gone
after Bill Clinton, went after Heidi Cruz, among others. How does that play out, you think? Is it better for Team Trump to just say, okay, look, we're almost 90 days from the election, let's sort of try to move the Melania issue out of the way, or is it this sort of deny and push away a better idea?
I don't think the deny and push away tactic has worked well for the campaign. If I were them, I would at this point just issue a statement, get this out of the way. And Melania Trump did come out and say, look, I have always abided by the immigration laws of this country, period. I think that was a strong statement, but the campaign should echo that, absolutely.
And also see what facts come out to whether they back that up or not. Gabby, nice to be with you. Thanks so much for coming in.
My pleasure.
All right, good to